Whoops. Hi everybody. So sorry about my camera moving around. I thought I'd show you, let me try to get my camera facing down. One of my new decks that I'm using is the Druid Plant Oracle. So I was having a little bit of problem with aesthetics. So this is what the cards used to look like. Let me try to lower the camera. Okay, so this is what the cards used to look like. They had a big white border, which I didn't mind, and I even thought about maybe writing a keyword in the bottom border. But I decided to cut them, and I really like how this looks. And the reason I wanted to cut them, so I'm going to take you on a little trip here, is because I want to use them with the enchanted, what's it called? Enchanted forest cards. And I thought that just looked aesthetically better than that. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm also using the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle with these decks. Because when I do buy decks, I usually buy a clarifier. Now this is different. Well, my clarifier is the Lenormand on this spread. And then I buy oracle cards. So I usually buy my main deck. Then I buy a clarifier, sorry. And then maybe 2 oracle cards. So, but these Druid Plant Oracle and the Wisdom of the Tree Oracle are my 2 oracle cards for this spread. But I just thought that this looked so much better together. Sorry, I can't get my hands to do the right thing. Than this. So that was kind of bothering me. So let's back her up. Go back over to here. So I was kind of worried about the cutting situation because I am a kind of a perfectionist. Well, not a I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist. Maybe I am. I don't know. But if it didn't come out right, it would bug me. So, is that a perfectionist? I guess so. So, instead of using scissors, because I was a teacher, I have, a cutter. And with this, if you have a cutter, it wasn't that expensive. You can get it. I mean, mine is not a big fancy one. It's just a simple one. So, I've done all these cards. Now, I don't have the corner cutter. So if I was doing a tarot deck, and I will eventually get the corner cutter, but I was kind of impatient to see how this looks. And I don't really care that because they're big, too big for my hands to shuffle anyway. So I'm just going to kind of go like this with them. So it doesn't matter that they have a sharp corner. I will get a corner cutter that you can get, kind of like a staple that you just cut the corners to make them rounder. But this deck is so big that it doesn't really matter because I won't be shuffling it like a regular tarot. So I thought, well, I can go ahead and just cut it. So, but I wanted to show you. So if you have a cutter like this, like you see in offices, what you do is you're going to line up, just so I don't cut myself, the edge of the blade. So you have to stand at a good angle where you can see the edge of the blade right here at the tip of the corner. Okay, right up there at the tip. So you need to be looking at it where when it comes down, it's right at that tip. So you just go down. Sorry, people. My tripod's not the sturdiest. And it's going to be straight. I mean, it is going to be straight. So then you turn it around, and I would do the longest two sides first. So you watch your blade, line it up. You could even lower it a little bit and move the card over if you have to. And don't cut your fingers, people. Okay, so that's right. And I usually don't go this careful when I'm doing it, but the camera's kind of in my way, so I had to adjust. So, and all these strips are equal. So you do the same thing over here. Eye it up where the blade is right there at the corner. And turn it around. Eye it up and come down. So now all of these, as you can see, are exactly like almost to the T, I would say, the exact same size. I mean, I'm pretty sure they are. They're beveling a little bit because, I don't know. Well, they kind of were beveling to begin with. But I just think that looks a lot better. It brings out the green a lot more. So I just wanted to show you that, because I was afraid to trim decks. I kind of was thinking like, well, that's just like ruining the energy. That's like playing with magic, you know. But I really, really like how it has come out. And I think, because sometimes there's some decks that, you know, I don't like the border. And now this is kind of giving me a little bit of confidence that I can cut off some parts. Especially if I'm going to buy something on Wish or discount tarot deck. You know, I have bought a few decks on Wish, and but otherwise I buy them on Amazon or Barnes & Noble or Walmart.com or you know, US Games or Llewellyn, you know, just everywhere that you can get decks. But sometimes if I want to just have a extra, maybe Oracle, usually Oracles, because they don't come with the book if you buy it on Wish.com. So there might be a deck that I kind of want to get, but I don't want to spend a lot of money, and I don't like the borders. Well, now I'm a little more confident that I can cut some things out. So this really, it helped me. So I just wanted to show you, in case people are worried like I was, as far as like, oh my God, I ruined a deck. I mean, this I bought from Amazon. So, you know, you spend what, you know, $25 on a deck. It's like you don't want to go and cut it, you know, like ruin it. But I do believe that this deck, for my purposes, for the spread I'm using it with, because my cards, to me, become friends with each other. So the whole spread becomes an energy. And I can tell when my cards are working together or not working together. So I try to adjust cards that will go with each other, if that makes sense, for their energies. So that's why I use all my decks, because I want the energies to keep going and keep flowing. And I don't know if that drives anyone crazy that I'm always using different decks, but it also keeps me on top of my game as an intuitive reader. I love learning. I just love tarot. I love the cards, and I get bored very easily. So I need mental, intuitive stimulation. So, and I like working with my decks and keeping the energy going. So anyway, I just wanted to show you this trimming, and hopefully it's helpful. I also have the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle that I bought with this, and I am going to, I might add it on to this video. I also have a label maker, which is a clear label maker. the label is clear and it has black writing. So I don't know if I'm going to put a little keyword somewhere on this and on the Wisdom of the Trees Oracle, to kind of, maybe even on the back for myself. We'll see. You know, I'm not going to mess up the card. The good thing with this deck is this deck gives you 3 blank cards. And, you know, they gave you, well, they gave you this card, the Guardian, this girl, which I wasn't going to use in my deck. So I cut her up first, and it looked great, so I was like, I'm going for it. So I might try it on her first, but they do give you 3 blank cards, 3 or 4. So that's kind of nice. And I'm going to try to do the clear label with black writing. It's, you know, in small print, to put like maybe a keyword on the card for myself. So if I decide to do that, I will add it on to this video and keep you informed. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys soon. Look for this tarot or oracle deck in my next reading. Thank you. Bye-bye.